Here's the motley crew. Courtney and Jamie just got married on the weekend. Woo! And Courtney is also 5 months pregnant. Not that you would know. And she's the fittest preggy lady I ever did see. I know about that. So they do actually ski here in the winters, but I don't think it's like a massive ski field. Can you see this? We can see the lake. I'll take you there a little bit later because we haven't even been down to the lake yet. But it looks like an ocean, doesn't it? It's so big. I cannot believe that is a lake. That is, I mean, they are the biggest lakes in the world, I believe, the Great Lakes. But still, it just looks like a sea. So big. God, I really look like a nerd with this get-up, don't I? Nerd alert. All the gear and no idea. And a coffee cup in my breasticle. Guys, I've had an absolute faux pas. I mean, it's not the first time this has happened. I thought I was flying home tomorrow evening. Turns out my flight's actually today. And I need to get to Toronto Airport. It's currently 1:30 p.m. and we're near the Collingwood area. My flight's at 10:45 tonight from Toronto Pearson Airport. So that was me thinking I really had like another 24 hours. But no, I've got about 9 hours. Got to speed walk down the hill, get myself packed up and get to the airport. That's so sad. My time in Canada cut by 24 hours. I mean, my own fault. I should have really checked the actual itinerary times. But I tell you how this mistake happened. You know how when you book a flight and then you get the email through, and then if you have like an Apple calendar, it auto puts that flight into your calendar? For some reason, it's put it in wrong. And for me, it's put it in the next day. It says that I'm flying tomorrow at 10:45. So I was just always looking at my Apple calendar thinking that that's when I was flying home. And then my lovely dad said that he was going to pick me up from the airport, and he asked me to send me the flight details. So I sent him the official flight details from the email. And even when I did that, I did not even clock that it said the day before. And then my mum messaged me and she was like, oh, we've got like all your cousins staying around at the moment. They're literally taking up every bedroom in the house, and including my bedroom. And she was like, you're home a day earlier than we were expecting, and so they're all staying here, so there's nowhere for you to sleep when you come home. And I was thinking, oh, that's strange. But then she said, you're home tomorrow. And I was thinking, oh, no, I'm not. And I was about to message her going, no, I'm not, don't worry, it's Thursday. And then I thought, no, why would she say I'm home tomorrow if it was Thursday? And I looked back at that official confirmation, and my flight is indeed today. Bloody hell, Apple calendars, never trusting you again. I shall be looking at my official confirmation every single time. It's funny because the guys were saying, oh, it'd be funny, like you, the travel vlogger who flies all the time, it would be funny if you ended up missing a flight. But to be honest, I think with someone like me who travels a lot, you do get quite like blasé and nonchalant about these things. Just like I'm not double checking absolutely everything, because I often just don't feel the need to, and it feels easy at this point. If you don't triple check everything, that's when things do actually go wrong. And I've got to get to the airport today. Luckily, I still do have enough time. I've realised with enough time, and it's all because there's not enough room at home for me to sleep when I get home. But that's okay. I was like, I'll just sleep on the floor or the sofa, or I'll go to a friend's. So useful having this. Okay, we have figured out a plan for Operation Get Me to the Airport on time, and I'm just going to suck up the price of getting a taxi from Collingwood to the airport. We've agreed on 180 Canadian dollars. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a business expense, so it's fine. And it means that I get to enjoy my last few hours with the gang, doing a few Canadian things. So we've come into the Blue Mountain Village, and we're going to get a BeaverTail. It's right there. BeaverTail. Right, pastry since 1978. I'm going to share one with Kieran, and I'm toying between the cocoa vanille, the brownie, and the maple.
I think I'm like Maple.
You want the maple, which has the maple flavoured spread and maple sugar crunch.
I mean, we're in Canada.
We are in Canada,
Maple.
so maple. So as you can see, oh, she wiggles it in oil. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Yeah, they're like BeaverTails, hence the name BeaverTails. What did you get?
I got the boring one. I got the classic.
The classic, which is cinnamon and...
Something you would know about.
No, I don't like cinnamon, unfortunately. Looks good though.
Which one did you end up getting?
The maple.
It's also pronounced maple. I was
Oh.
like, can I get the maple? She went, the maple, yes, you can.
Wow.
Here's
Here's our maple. It's the maple sugar crunch. See, now I went to this poutine place the other day, and I did not think that it was good poutine. So we're going to get some other good poutine. I don't really know how to describe it. It is what it is. It's just like a thin donut with maple syrup on the top. It's very sweet. It's delicious. So we've come down to the beach, and when you think of beach, you think of a sea. But this is not a sea, my friends. This is Lake Huron. Lake Huron. I hope I'm saying that correctly. One of the Great Lakes, and my first time ever at any of the Great Lakes. Let's see if I can name them. So we've got Lake Huron, we've got Lake Superior, which I think is the biggest one, Lake Michigan, Lake Ontario, and Lake Erie. Is there another one? I think that's it. I think that's all of the Great Lakes. But they're so big. They're so great. So this is where Jamie proposed to you, Courtney. Oh.
Put the GoPro on that, and he wanted to take a Christmas picture for his parents.
Oh.
We're waiting their box standing right here.
Yeah.
And he got down on one knee.
Yeah. He got down on one knee. And now you're married. You. Let's see the ring. So shiny. So pretty.
Shall we walk along there?
Yes. Lake Huron, everybody. How do you say it correctly?
Huron.
Huron. Lake Huron. Lake Huron. Hey, I'm Christy, and I'm from Toronto, and we're here at Lake Huron, and we're standing in some really cool rocks.
Really neat rocks.
Really neat rocks.
Really neat rocks. Really, really
They're
neat.
really neat and really cool. Now, I could not leave Canada without getting a classic poutine. Poutine, everybody. Of course I have to get it. I did have a poutine when I first arrived, but it was a Japanese poutine because we were in like a Japanese fusion restaurant. But I want a classic one. I want a classic Canadian poutine. So we've come to Doggett Poutine in Collingwood, which is apparently the best one in the area and the best one in Canada, according to Courtney. What have we got here? Fries and poutines. Hi. Well, thank you. How are you? So, I could just go for a classic, or do I go for a bacon? You can also get things like cheesy fries. Or sweet potato poutine. That's one of their signature ones. Do you know what? Because it's my first ever Canadian poutine, I'm just going to go for the classic. And then when I return, which I do plan on returning, we can go wild with all of the different variations. But, oh, free toppings for free. Well, we can see if we need toppings. I'll just order the classic first, which is, well, it says $6.39 on the board, but if I've learned anything in Canada, it's that what's on the board is not what you actually pay. Okay, how is it? Is it amazing?
Unbelievable.
You've gone for sweet potato poutine. It looks so good. And mine's just here. I've gone for the classic. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. This is award-winning poutine. They won the best in the region of someone who tried all the poutines in the region. Where are we going to eat it? On those benches? I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. That is absolutely delicious. The chips are perfectly cooked. They're like crispy on the outside, soft on the inside. You've got a really nice gravy. And then you've got the cheese curds as well, which we don't normally have in England. Like, you get like chips, cheese and gravy, but you'd only get it at kebab shop after like 3 a.m. No one has it as like an actual meal in the daytime, whereas here it's an actual meal that you'd actually get. And I really feel like that's something that we should bring over to the UK. I think people would be a fan, you know?
No, it is hot. Is that beef?
This is my kind of meal. It's a really good amount of carbs. And the final price was $7.20, by the way. $7.20 Canadian dollars. So I'm in Toronto airport now. It's the end of my trip and I just want to share with you where I am sitting because I think that this is the coolest airport setup I've ever seen. This is what it looks like. Public space, and I've got a nice view out here, and here I've got a nice big desk area where I can plug in. I can order, everyone has an iPad where they can order things. You can also put in your flight. So it shows you your flight details. You can order food right to where you are, pay for it right here. I'm sorry, but how good is that? I feel like this is like a luxurious airport experience. It's just perfect. Like, I don't need to bother a person to order food. I have an iPad to do that myself. I can plug in my laptop. I have a nice, like, comfy seat. This is elite. Well done, Toronto. I think this may be my favourite, big claim, my favourite public airport setup that I've ever seen. Very good. Apart from the fact that we do have to wear masks still in Toronto. They've got to catch up on that one.
À l'aéroport Toronto-Pearson, on a mis en place une approche polyvalente pour protéger la santé de nos passagers et de nos employés. Veuillez porter votre masque quand vous...
I tell you what, the touch screen is a bit shit on it though. They could really improve that. Ooh, today's white wine. Come on, touch screen, you can do it. It needs to go brrr, and then it works again. There we go, there we go. Okay, well here's some rosé. Is that the only rosé they have? Let's just go for today's white wine. It's the cheapest, so. Oh yeah. 5-ounce glass. I've gone for some pasta. I can't remember what pasta alla vodka, I think it was, with some bacon bits in it and parmesan. And I got a glass of wine. I'm gonna get some work done now before my flight. I am about to head to my gate, about to board my flight back to the UK, and so I feel like this is an appropriate time to finish the video. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this one and enjoyed seeing what there is to do in Canada. I know I've had a really good time in the country and I, for one, cannot wait to return. I'm really keen to go over to the western states as well, but obviously they're further from the UK. It's super easy to get to Toronto. It was like less than a 7-hour flight to get here. Super easy from London. So yeah, I can really see myself coming here more often, especially now that I've seen like Courtney and Jamie's house and just hung out with them more and like rekindled our friendship after all those years. It's just been such a good time. So please subscribe to my channel if you would like to keep up to date with new things that I get up to, and please like this video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.